Good day. Greetings to you too.
Easy, good horse.
The finest fired wares.
Fish!
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman might be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. But isn't it a bit late? You won't get much practicing with him now.
When should I come then?
Best before noon. The young master will be well rested and full of strength. Take care. Have a good evening.
Don't hit him!
You've come to train the young master. Please, come in. Take care.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and night like her.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want... Ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw iron right away? Well, I can lend you one. Ottermann! Ha! Here!
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes. The young lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack the finesse. I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something. What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah! A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
And what about an axe? Have you ever held one?
No! Do you take me for a woodcutter?
Have you ever killed anybody?
What kind of question is that? Of course not.
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk.
Yes. Sorry.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is. Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Handel! I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Handel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Handel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Handel?
Handel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I could help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Hell! Ha! Oh! Oh!
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you, but you aren't going to like it,
I'm listening.
because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Handel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the others had the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own two eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master Handel, and she would even cheat on our master with him. Disgusting.
Confess, then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breeds. The Lord.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grole. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her.
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yaka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished before she brought me...
Go on. I'm listening.
That she deserved to die for all her sins. And she was right.
Close your eyes. It'll soon be over.
I'll show you.
Catherine,
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
and why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
I apologise.
close to the others. It's not safe yet. Good people.
I need to do...
Excellent.
I think we...
Well,
You found
certain...
what was...
This. Locks of hair.
hair.
Why would...
Nobody...
To be...
Damn it.
And
Where are you?
I don't...
And how...
We'll s-
You want to...
No.
The only one...
She won't...
But you have...
We'll wait when Hen...
How? Then
If you-
we can use... You'll be... I repeat...
Don't... Victory or death!
I'll show you.
Useless!
Before I finish you off,
Because
what's right?
all rubbish. He might.
Well, she might.
That's she. And she. Just.
Oh, you could...
Joe.
Then I... It was all
And that. Now.
Amanda...
Well, and that.
Go on.
And she just.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. I'll hand you over to the city law.
I'm not worried. I'll have you know. My conscience is clear. They were all.
Oh, shut your mouth already.
Catherine!
Catherine,
What you... How? Shut...
I have some...
I'll tell...
If... But...
No!
Why did you...
Don't.
Come on.
And why...
So... Who said
And what about...
that?
He's... Henry...
And what...
Well, he
Oh, he didn't...
out of...
There was no...
That was... I own...
What?
Why?
Do you...
That's not...
And what about...
That's...
But
she would... And...
And what about...
She...
I better...
Bad.
What'll we do with her?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
We don't...
We can't...
Did you...
Don't... Our Lord directed...
But that's not... Henry! Won't you say something?
I told...
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
I mean... How could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores. Hell. Lucifer everywhere. Fire and brimstone.
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine.
Good, good.
Well, do you think we did the right...
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Can we...
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And what did they say to you? About...
What do you think? They were shocked. And Thaddeus still tried to weasel out of it, but it didn't work.
That's good, the dirty swine.
Then he tried to blame everything on Mandalina, but that didn't help him. If not for him, none of those girls would be dead.
So? They're gonna break him on the wheel?
He'd certainly deserve it. But I think they're more likely to hang him quietly, to keep people from talking about how a murderer was running around and nobody noticed.
Yes, it's true. If they had tried more, then maybe...
But he'll be dead, and we'll finally have some peace and quiet. For which I am terribly glad.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better.
Won't you go back to drink?
No.
Don't...
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and did...
Helping others is the best thing a person can do.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done.
Catherine is right.
That's not entirely...
I'm talking about innocent people.
Well...
Thank you, lad.
I thank you both.
Here you are.
Yes. Here is a reward, Henry.
I don't understand how you always get people to tell you anything you want.
We women have it in our...
What? Spying?
No, you rogue. Knowing how to listen.
It'd be good to learn a few...
I can't...
I'd like to learn...
I can't...
Clear off! You can't just stroll in here. Next time, don't come in here without permission.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to learn...
All right, I won't try...
The beer on the table.
You know how to... I wouldn't...
If... Listen.
I'd like to learn...
What would you like?
How do you manage...
You just need...
You'll have to...
Listen.
My humble...
Silk embroidery. Of all colours.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
God!
Whoa! Whoa!
Good doggy. Good boy. God!
Easy, good horse. Whoa!
How can I help?
What do you have?
I was glad to be of help to you. Sir.
What's that? What are you doing here? Get out! You aren't allowed here. Good. Don't come back to your man.
Be careful.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
God be with you, neighbor.
Guten Tag. Yeah.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. You see, it didn't even
God be
hurt.
with you. Careful. God be with you.
And they don't collect tithes before then.
You're right. But I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment. That he should go.
God bless.
I don't have anything.
All right.
We could do that.
I'm telling you, Conrad's gonna win the tournament.
Greetings to you.
Where can I find?
The guest room.
You sword from the scabbard.
True. Not even Conrad dares.
Stranger things have happened.
Good day to you.
Would you like?
What game?
I actually.
That's good too. Excuse me.
Please, leave me be.
Fuck!
No.
Going to gut you, you poor son! Take that, you shit! Come on, then! You want to try me? Fuck you! You.
But they
Really?
all thank here for and
Bloody expensive.
Good day.
Sir Vaculin,
Bien sûr.
where does the...
That is one day. Oh,
Arrest?
and so en guerre out, but I saw a that was alors my and no doubt.
A bold maneuver.
Now just this.
Quite right. Just as much.
So, you disobeyed your commander and left... Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco.
I hear in short.
What did your...
He made me an.
I reckon he wanted to get you out of his hair.
Do not talk no sense.
What other feats have you...
Oh, it was on the it, sir, but
You...
an absurd as I think, but why I.
That is indeed incredible. But you would...
I wanted to, but as I stick close
How did you save the...
with Providence as I came to because, but I be
How-
and wasting in return.
What happened?
Well,
Tell me what happened at court that caused you...
a major. Oui, I.
Luck...
En aucun best chic feu le gris events and if. Bien. As I say, the Carouge blessed. So, that is how.
Ah, that was a good...
You still have a lot to learn. It was half of I could have
You were...
off my bet that all off, but I told him
A sea voyage from...
a risk perhaps. A man must
You should...
you, but that is just remember
What was the hunt...
we were they had long. I said when
Christ almighty! How could you have mistaken a horse for a stag?
I did not. It was the hounds. The stag must have got away, and in their
That's nonsense.
oh.
Hunting dogs are trained to go after game. They'd never attack a horse, especially hounds from the royal kennels. You must have made the mistake and set them on the horse.
Well, normally that would be true, of course, but the ounce I was given had some kind of sickness that no doubt they gave me for, but the
Tell me about...
quite then over above the but like
How did
live? I traveled when I...
So, yes.
I bought and for... But if for Victoria's trip...
Sir Vax,
Well, perhaps I now...
Thank. What do you...
Well, but...
What do you think is...
Le cheval... That...
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love.
Ah... You're... But for my tastes, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat age vintage.
That's not really what I meant.
Là est la question. I had the feeling some...
So do I.
I have no...
Oh.
I am a...
What do you think? You think so?
Mine...
How do you...
Oh, but he was...
How do you...
Oh, needless. Godwin...
Have you met...
In a day and in...
Have you...
Sam...
What do you...
A good one. And...
Tell me.
Ah, mon after...
Only...
Ah,
By her...
it is true. I'm the best but enough of enemy.
I'd like...
It will... Especially so.
Sir Vax...
You will never... Allons-y, mon...
Greetings, Henry.
I'd like to...
It will take... Acquire... Especially so.
When we were...
On my... So, allons-y.
My, what a beautiful horse.
Henry, you have no idea. I was really worried about you. I prayed. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death.
God damn!
I don't know if words are enough. Simply... It was just like Skalitz. Confusion, screaming, dying, and then the flames. The worst part came when the gate fell. It was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment, and hell...
God protect... God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side, but you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, all we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious... The main thing...
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honoured. Thank you, friend. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsch, and it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly... just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine. Like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
But it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh? You'd better be going.
I'd like...
It will acquire especially so.
Baron Brabant...
Mon ami, what to... Opportunity. Remember, allons-y. Greetings, Henry.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Oh, Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all. Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
Well, to tell the truth, we were lucky as hell. We got there before it all started in earnest. That's why we managed to get those people out.
Lucky my arse. We gave those bastards a thrashing. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Berghoff will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Berghoff. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Sir Hans here is right. It's starting to piss me off the way Von Berghoff's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard. Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger is holed up in Malashov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him. Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon. There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon. So we steal the one von Berghoff used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlec. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
So you'd rather hide and ambush flower wagons? Are we common thieves?
No, patrzcie tylko. Jeszcze wczoraj przerzucał gówna, a dziś ten prawdziwy chojrak.
I know going up against von Berghoff is dangerous, but we have to try.
Dangerous, my arse. It's suicide.
That's enough! Von Berghoff has to die. Painfully, and above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Where did you get such a fortune? After what happened?
People in Kolin decided to help. They are looking after our refugees and want to send everyone a strong signal that we will not be silenced.
Aha! So that's why you were so eager to go there.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple more persons like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
Not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlec, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Me again? Well, at least I'll see Catherine.
Well, now, has the youngster here fallen in love?
That's settled then. Henry will go to Catherine will tell you all you... In the meantime...
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well... What the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Henry, come here. I need to talk to you.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight. He rambles on a lot, though. Although it was otherwise, if a little...
I agree. And he's got a score to settle with Sigurd.
He certainly had.
What happened when von Berghoff hauled you off?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad...
I'll be right there.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Berghoff came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there, well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoor. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried.
They didn't let you out at all? But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Berghoff want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did he...
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
But the main thing is, you're alive.
Indeed. Henry!
Uh-oh.
Me? But you do. You need to relax a bit. Let your hair down. So it occurred to me.
Poaching, you mean?
Poaching's what commoners do. Come on! We promised Zhishka we'd find some...
The gallows at Trotsky didn't teach you a lesson, eh?
Oh, come on. That was... Come on, well...
What if we get caught?
Then Lord Capon of Perkstein will explain to them that he and his... Don't be such a scared... I found this great... I thought you... What's more?
Let's go then.
Great.
Christ! Pardon me.
Here we are.
Ah, can you smell that? Freedom! Still, God moves in mysterious ways, don't you think? It seems like only yesterday you were my servant on my first hunt. And now, we've been through a lot together, my friend.
And how many adventures we still have ahead of us, eh?
I hope so. But to be honest, conquering Malashov and capturing von Bergov, I hope Shishka has a foolproof plan.
Ah, don't worry. It's nothing we can't handle.
And when we tell our story in some tavern, the lasses will be falling at our feet.
Oh, don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arse and balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches, but a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp. Bloody hell! Soldiers! Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit! There's a dead body! Over there, by the tree. A local hunter, probably. He must have stumbled across them. Those bastards will pay for this. We came here to hunt. So let's hunt.
Are you sure? There's quite a lot of them. I'd rather not end up tied to a tree like you did in Rattay that time.
Come on. We can handle this motley bunch.
All right, but I'll do it on my own. Nice and quiet.
What about me? Am I supposed to just sit and watch?
You'll be ready to back me up if things get messy.
Oh, all right then. Just get rid of them.
Stay.
Huh? I must be mad. Huh. Strange.
What's that sound?
Did I?
And that's that. I didn't expect you to manage it that easily.
Oh, you shouldn't underestimate me.
All right, all right.
Shouldn't we tell Zizka about what happened here?
Why? There's not much to tell, really.
Don't you want to boast about your heroic deeds?
Come on.
Wiping out a band of Sigismund's soldiers. It's not long ago I wouldn't have believed we had it in us.
You see? And today it's...
And what about the dead bodies?
Well, I suppose we should bury them, eh? They may have been bastards, but we shouldn't leave them to the wolves.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it. But we promised to bring some meat.
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe.
All right? Let's cut it. We'll go together.
Of course.
All right. You take care of the doe. I'll start digging a grave.
How is my favorite goy?
Good, good.
I hope it stays that way.
That money? Are you really going to give it to us just like that? Such a fortune.
What do you mean, give it to you?
No, you know what I meant. I'm grateful to you, but your people lost everything. I'm sure you could do with every groschen you can get your hands on.
Henry, money is power, but not when it's locked up in a chest somewhere. You have to know when to spend it, and what on. And believe me, getting revenge on Von Berg...
Greetings.
I heard you fought in the Battle of...
Why?
Well, I'd hate to fall for one of your jokes. And I know you talk a lot when you're drunk.
True enough. But as...
So how did it happen? How many soldiers...
Count at least...
So how did... Which was? So what... How?
But he was with the bat.
And where did you...
I mean...
And who was...
The command... In any case.
So who what?
Only still...
They execute... So...
Only with all the same. And yet...
Your cap... The camp might be pretty dangerous.
Catherine's the one who knows about... I don't
Take him...
With a bit of what will...
Thank you, sir. And come again.
I'll show you!
Whoa!
You want to try me? Fuck me! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Oh, shit! In God's name! Come on, then! Oh, shit! I'll rip your ass open! You're mine! Attack! Come and help us! Oh!
Get out of here.
Huh? Leave that alone, you fucker. That doesn't belong to you. Alert! Alert! Ha! Ha! Now you're gonna get it! Attack! Everyone, get over here! You can't stand up to this! Bleeding, are ya? You wanna try?